Someone paid $400 for this session. It's their 9th. Late, they need at least 6 more. And there is still a real chance the tattoo never fully disappears. I want to tell you something that the $4 billion tattoo removal industry does not lead with. The laser doesn't remove your tattoo. It can't. What it actually does, what's happening right now under the skin of millions of people who've sat in those clinic chairs, is so strange, so counterintuitive, and so genuinely jaw-dropping that most of the people going through it have absolutely no idea. And here's the part I really need you to hear before we go any further. The ink doesn't leave through your skin. It goes deeper, into your lymphatic system, into organs, into places that have nothing to do with where your tattoo was. And science, right now in 2026, is still scrambling to understand what happens when it gets there. So whether you have a tattoo you're thinking about removing, whether you're already in the middle of treatment, or whether you just want to understand what's actually happening inside human bodies when medicine meets ink, stay with me. Because by the end of this, the phrase "just get it removed" is going to sound like the most naive thing anyone has ever said to you. Why tattoos exist. The real reason it was never ink in your skin. Before we talk about what removal actually does, we need to establish something that most people, including most tattooed people, fundamentally misunderstand. Your tattoo is not ink in your skin. I'll say it again because it matters enormously for everything that follows. Your tattoo is not ink in your skin. When a tattoo needle deposits ink into your dermis, the second layer beneath your skin's surface, your immune system immediately classifies it as a foreign invasion and sends in the cleanup crew. Macrophages, white blood cells, whose entire biological purpose is to consume foreign substances and eliminate them from the body. They find the ink and they eat it. Here's where everything gets strange. The ink particles are too large to be fully processed. The macrophages can't break them down, so they do something that has no real parallel anywhere else in human biology. They hold on. They sit there stuffed with ink, anchored in your dermis, essentially becoming living, permanent ink storage units. Your tattoo is ink inside immune cells, inside your skin. And when those macrophages eventually die, which they do, over years, nearby macrophages detect the released ink, consume it all over again, and the cycle restarts, indefinitely. Your immune system has been trying and failing to remove your tattoo since the exact moment it was applied. Hold that thought, because understanding that one fact is the only way to understand what a laser is actually doing, and why it is so much more complicated and so much more extraordinary than anyone tells you. What the laser actually does, the most elegant and violent physics in medicine. So, you want to remove a tattoo. You cannot wash it out. The ink isn't a stain. You cannot cut it out. The cells holding the ink are woven through living tissue. You cannot dissolve it. The macrophages are biological vaults. For most of human history, people just lived with their tattoos. Or they used methods so brutal, dermabrasion, acid, surgical excision, that the cure was often worse than the original decision. And then, almost by accident, researchers in the 1960s and 70s noticed something strange. Certain wavelengths of light could selectively destroy pigmented tissue without significantly damaging the surrounding skin. The key word, selectively, not burning, not destroying everything in its path. Targeting color. Here's the physics. Different colors absorb different wavelengths of light. A black object absorbs all wavelengths. That's why it looks black. A red object absorbs everything except red, which it reflects back to your eye. Tattoo ink works identically. And lasers can be tuned precisely to emit a specific wavelength that a particular ink color absorbs almost completely. When that wavelength hits an ink particle inside a macrophage, the particle shatters, not melts, not dissolves. Shatters in nanoseconds, billionths of a second. The energy absorption is so rapid, so concentrated, that it creates a shock wave inside the particle. The ink explodes microscopically into fragments a fraction of the original size. And now finally, those fragments are small enough. The same macrophages that have been holding your ink for years, failing at their only job, can now process those smaller fragments and carry them away through your lymphatic system. The laser doesn't remove your tattoo. It breaks the ink into pieces small enough for your own body to finish what it started. That is one of the most elegant intersections of physics and biology in modern medicine. And it is also, and this is the part clinics don't put on their brochures, just the beginning of a much more complicated story. Why IT takes years and sometimes never works. The four walls closing in on you. If the science is that elegant, why does it take 15 sessions? Why does it take years? Why do some tattoos never fully disappear? For reasons, and each one is more brutal than the last. Wall 1. Color black ink, the easiest to remove. It absorbs all laser wavelengths, shatters efficiently. A small black tattoo in the best case scenario can be cleared in 5 to 8 sessions. Yellow ink, light green, white. These are a nightmare. Yellow and light green reflect most laser wavelengths rather than absorbing them. You need extraordinarily specific frequencies, and even then, results are unpredictable. White ink, which contains titanium dioxide, can actually darken when hit with certain lasers, not fade. Darken because titanium dioxide undergoes a chemical reaction under laser energy, converting from titanium dioxide into titanium trioxide, a darker compound. So a white tattoo hit with a wrong laser becomes a black tattoo. That is not a hypothetical. That is a documented, real outcome that happens in clinics. Multicolored tattoos can require entirely different laser types for each pigment, separate sessions, separate wavelengths, equipment worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. A single colorful tattoo sleeve can be a 4-year project with half a dozen different clinical tools. Wall 2. Depth professional tattoo artists are skilled. That's the problem. They deposit ink at a consistent, precise depth in the dermis. That depth is what makes professional tattoos look crisp and vivid for decades. It is also what makes them extraordinarily hard to remove. Here's the part nobody expects. An ugly, amateur tattoo, patchy, inconsistent, done in someone's kitchen, is frequently easier to remove than a beautiful, professionally executed piece. The better the tattoo, the harder it is to erase. The more you paid for it, the more you'll pay to undo it. Wall 3. Your immune system. Removal isn't just about the laser. It's about your immune system's ability to clear the shattered ink between sessions. And this varies enormously. Smokers documented in studies fade significantly more slowly during laser treatment. Smoking impairs circulation and lymphatic function. The very system that's supposed to carry the ink fragments away is compromised. People with weakened immune systems from illness, stress, certain medications, clear ink more slowly. Their removal timelines extend accordingly. Rush your sessions too close together. You're firing the laser into skin that hasn't finished clearing the last round of shattered ink. Results worsen, scarring risk increases. Timeline extends. Standard recommendation, 6 to 8 weeks between sessions. Advanced clinics now say 12 weeks or more for best results. 15 sessions, 12 weeks apart. That is nearly 4 years of treatment for one tattoo. Wall 4. Pain people who've been through laser removal describe it as a rubber band snapping against sunburned skin. Repeatedly, at speed. Over the most sensitive areas of your body, numbing cream helps. Sometimes nerve blocks are used, sometimes nothing at all, because the session lasts only a few minutes. After the session, blistering, swelling, scabbing, a reaction that looks, and in a very real sense, is a burn. And then you wait 12 weeks, and you come back, and you do it again. What happens inside your body, the part science is still figuring out. The ink doesn't leave, it travels. Everything I've told you so far, the physics, the sessions, the pain, the years, that's the part the industry will tell you if you push. What I'm about to tell you is the part they almost never do. When the laser shatters your ink particles, those fragments don't exit through your skin. They enter your lymphatic system, the system that runs through your entire body, connecting your lymph nodes, your organs, your tissues, the same system your immune cells use as their highway. And during laser removal, unlike the slow, gradual migration that happens while a tattoo just sits there, you are deliberately creating a concentrated flood. In a single session, you shatter massive amounts of ink simultaneously. A sudden, acute wave of nano-sized particles enters your lymphatic system all at once. These nanoparticles are small enough to cross biological barriers that larger particles cannot. They travel further. They've been confirmed in lymph nodes. And some researchers are now asking, what else are they reaching? Now, and I want to be precise here, because precision matters. This does not mean laser removal is definitively dangerous. The research is ongoing. Most people complete removal treatment without apparent systemic effects. But there is a second layer to this that makes it even more complicated. Certain compounds in black ink, polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, can be chemically transformed by laser energy into compounds that are potentially more reactive than the original ink. The laser doesn't just shatter. In some cases, it chemically alters what it hits. Whether those altered compounds carry any toxicity risk at the concentrations involved, science does not have a definitive answer yet. And that uncertainty, that honest, documented scientific uncertainty, is something the $4 billion removal industry almost never volunteers when you walk into a consultation. The scarring truth, what the before and afters don't show. The before and after photos in laser clinic marketing are real. They are also the best case outcomes, and they rarely show what's under certain lighting conditions at certain angles, years later. Here's what can actually remain after tattoo removal. The ghost. A faint textural shadow where the tattoo was, visible in raking light, invisible in photos. The dermis was remodeled by repeated laser trauma, and tissue remodeling leaves traces. Hypopigmentation. The abuse-treated area loses its natural melanin. A pale patch, sometimes more visible than the original tattoo in certain skin tones. For decades, laser tattoo removal carried significantly higher complication rates for people with brown and black skin tones, because the wavelengths targeting ink also affect melanin, the pigment responsible for natural skin color. The technology has improved. Skilled practitioners have reduced this risk substantially. It has not been eliminated. Hypopigmentation from laser removal remains a documented, real complication, one that is still more likely in deeper skin tones, and one that is chronically underrepresented in the glossy advertising of an industry that is predominantly marketed to lighter-skinned patients. You deserve to know that before you start, not after session 8. The money, the business model that's built into the biology. Let's talk about what all of this costs, because the word insane applies here as much as anywhere. A single session for a small, simple tattoo, $200 to $500. A single session for a large, complex, multicolored piece, over $1,000. Multiply by 10 to 20 sessions. A full sleeve removal, start to finish, runs $10,000 to $20,000, sometimes more, with no guaranteed outcome. And here's the part worth sitting with. The business model of tattoo removal is not incidentally dependent on multiple visits. It is structurally, biologically dependent on them. You cannot be fully treated in one session. The biology doesn't allow it. The immune system needs weeks to clear shattered ink before the next round makes sense. Multiple visits aren't a commercial choice. They're a physiological requirement. It's not cynical to observe that this is, from a business perspective, essentially perfect. High margin, high demand, guaranteed repeat visits. Built not by the industry, but by biology itself. The global tattoo removal market is valued at over $4 billion and growing. And every single customer has to come back. The future where this is all going? The era of the laser might be almost over. Here's the part I actually find exciting, because science is moving fast enough that what removal looks like in 10 years may be unrecognizable compared to today. Picosecond lasers, already the new clinical standard in advanced practices, fire pulses measured in trillionths of a second, not billions. They shatter ink into finer fragments, reduce session counts, and lower the thermal damage risk to surrounding tissue. This alone has transformed what's possible compared to even 5 years ago. Enzyme-based topical treatments, still largely in research phase, but genuinely promising. Unlike the ineffective removal creams that have been scam products for decades, these are targeting actual chemical breakdown of ink compounds in the dermis. If they work, they could eliminate the laser entirely for certain tattoo types. And perhaps most intriguingly, a startup gained serious scientific attention for developing a product designed to be used during tattooing itself. A second fluid, injected alongside the ink, that binds to the pigment and makes future removal dramatically simpler. A tattoo engineered from the moment of application to be removable. We may be in the equivalent of early surgery right now, effective for its time, but looking back in 20 years, almost barbaric in its crudeness compared to what replaced it. The laser era of tattoo removal may be remembered the way we remember leeches and bloodletting, not as pseudoscience, but as a genuinely sincere first attempt that was eventually made obsolete. So, here's where we land. Tattoo removal is not a cosmetic errand. It is a multi-year medical process involving high-energy laser physics, immune system biology, lymphatic migration of nanoparticles, potential permanent skin remodeling, and a financial commitment that can exceed the cost of the original tattoo by 10 times with no guarantee of complete success. The ink doesn't stay where the laser hits it. It travels into your lymph nodes, through your immune system, into territory that science is still mapping. And the people who've been through it, the ones who sat through 15 sessions, the ones still going, the ones who decided to stop, they know something that the before and after photos don't show. The next time someone looks at a tattoo they regret and thinks, "Oh, I'll just get it removed," they have absolutely no idea what that sentence means. Now you do. Drop a comment below. I want to know one thing. If you found out right now that full removal would take 4 years and $15,000, would you do it? Or would you keep the tattoo? I read every single one, and the answer shapes what we dig into next. If you want the science behind the things you thought you already understood, subscribe. We're just getting started. See you in the next one.